What's up, guys? This is Infidel from Snypermedia, the shooter's channel on YouTube. Today we're going to be reviewing the CrossBreed Supertuck Deluxe holster, as seen here. As many of you have already done a little bit of research on, any smart shopper, any civilian sheepdog concealed carry holder is going to be considering for a holster option. I want to let you know first off, this is the Supertuck Deluxe. This is built for the Glock 30, which is actually a rather large gun to be concealing. We'll go into that a little bit later. I want to let you know the mini tuck is on the way. That's for the kel-tec PF9. A lot of reviews out for it on YouTube already. Great little gun, great for concealed carry, 7-round capacity, 1 in the chamber. Excellent firearm. Want to let you know too, before we get started, there's going to be a lot more reviews to come on a lot more gear. We're kind of in a little bit of a hurry for this video. We only have a certain amount of time that we can get this done in. So I want to let you know now, subscribe if you want to keep posted on future videos that we do on any future gear reviews. The reason I want to do this review for you, any smart shopper, when you're looking at any holster, no matter what it is, you're going to be doing a lot of research on it. Things like forums, checking all over the web, price comparison and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to answer a lot of the questions that you have about this holster in this one video, hopefully save you guys some time. Okay? The first thing that I want to talk about, and I think the most important factor in any concealed carry holster, is just how concealable is it, and how easy is the holster to carry. I'm going to tell you right now that this is the most comfortable holster I've ever worn. Hardly know it's there, especially for such a big gun as the Glock 30. You would think that you'd always have to be conscious of what you're doing with the gun on you, how you're sitting, things like that. Is it going to show? Is it going to not show? And how can I make it not show? Well, this is an easy holster to do that with. As far as space and weight restrictions go, this holster is going to do it all. That's going to come down more than this holster to your gun choice. Something here like this Glock 30, I already safety checked it off camera, so I know it's going to be a safe weapon. Something like the Glock 30 is going to be a little bit heavier gun, but like I said before, I hardly even know it's there, right? You can see it in the holster there, okay? Just like that. So, like I said, a lot of it's going to come down to your gun choice as to just how concealable, just how comfortable this holster is going to be. This holster is going to carry any gun that they make it for. Anything from full size down to the subcompact of the kel-tec PF9 I showed you before. It's going to do it. It comes down to your gun choice. How comfortable you want this holster to be is going to be dependent on what you put in the holster. As far as the retention of the holster goes, it is a passive retention system. A lot of you are familiar with the Blackhawk holsters that have a unlocking device on the side that's automatically activated when you holster the weapon. This doesn't have that. It's completely passive retention. Kydex on riveted to the leather, so you have your hard Kydex on that side. Okay. All you do is slide it in. It clicks in there, nice and solid, so you definitely know when it's holstered and when it's not. Now, outside of carry, I've done it before, shake the gun out, okay? But you have to think, when you're carrying this holster, that's going to be up against your body, this portion right here, and that's where your retention really comes from. I've never once in the, I don't know, maybe 2.5 months I've owned this holster and been actively carrying it almost every day. Depends on the situation as to what carry method I'm going to be using. I have a few different systems, but almost every day it's this holster. And I've never once had an issue with my gun coming out. It's never once fallen, never once even come out of the snap, even just a little bit. It's always stayed right there. So the retention on it is absolutely outstanding. You know, running around in it, anything. You can do it all, okay? Now there's something specific to this holster that I wanted to talk about. When you go online, when you go to CrossBreed's website, there's two options, two ways that you can get this holster, and it's a combat cut or non-combat cut. This is the non-combat cut, and what that combat cut is they go around the holster and they'll cut out right about there. Now, what that does for you is it gives you a little bit extra space to to be able to get a full grip on the gun and not have to adjust your grip once you get it out. As it sits now, if I were to wrap my hand all the way around this, well, I can't even do it. The leather's getting in the way there. So you can see where that combat cut is going to be a great option, especially if you're going to be considering needing to get to your holster fast, if you're going to be carrying in a situation where you would need to get to your holster or get to your gun fast. I don't have, unfortunately, a combat cut to show you. I know there's some other videos on YouTube. If you look around, you'll find a few that'll show the combat cut, and I think it's a good option. I don't think it's worth $12. I think that's what CrossBreed charges for it, is $12 to cut out a piece of leather. And honestly, if you wanted it, you could probably do it yourself for 12 bucks. So we talked about that, the potential drawing interference here. Now there is a downside, I think, to the combat cut, and that is, you'll notice on a gun like this, I have a few upgrades to it. I have the night sights, of course, but I have this, I forget what the brand name is, but it's a sticky grip. This is actually a rubberized grip, and it's just a peel and stick onto the grip of the gun. But this, because it's rubberized, it'll dig into your skin on the small of your back, and I've had that issue with it before. So having just a little bit more of that exposed, not necessarily a good thing. So I think, depending on your gun, combat cut could be a good thing or a bad thing if you don't want to have that grip exposed to your back. One of the points that I just wanted to bring up just really quickly, because of that grip, I do have to wear an undershirt when I wear this holster. So what I'll generally do is wear an undershirt, tuck it in, put this on the outside of the undershirt, and then throw an overshirt on top of it, a sweater, or even a t-shirt. Covers this holster really well. It's super concealable even under a t-shirt. But just because of that grip, I do have to wear an undershirt, so that's something you want to consider about your gun when you're thinking about getting this holster. Okay. The last thing, the last talking point I want to hit with you guys is the price point. I think this holster, tax and shipping, everything included, ran me about, I want to say close to 90 bucks, somewhere in there. And that's from from CrossBreed's website themselves. I didn't get it through a third party. I got it direct from CrossBreed, and you can see they custom make it when you order it. But as far as the price point goes, it is a little bit of a pricey holster, but I also want to say it's definitely worth the money. Okay? So you'll spend a little bit more probably than the average holster, but you're getting a lot more for it. You get super great retention, you get peace of mind of knowing that, one, you can have your firearm on you all the time, assuming you live in a state that allows it. And if your state does allow it, I hope that you would do that. I hope that you would be a civilian sheepdog and a concealed carry permit holder and a legal gun carrier. So you get that peace of mind of having your firearm on you. You get that retention where you know that it's going to be secure. You get that concealability where you know it's going to stay concealed. So guys, I just want to summarize for you one more time. This is the most concealable holster that I own or that I've ever purchased. I never have to worry about it printing or showing. I've never had an issue with that. It's the most comfortable just as far as carryability goes. Even with a larger gun, again, such as a Glock 30, it is a big gun. Shoots the 45 automatic Colt pistol or 45 ACP. So it's not a small gun, and I've never once been tempted to leave my gun at home because of this holster. It's super comfortable, and I don't have to worry about it. Like I said before, the retention is great. The price point, again, is a little pricey, but again, you get what you pay for. It's just an excellent holster, and it's definitely worth a little bit of money. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Infidel from Snypermedia, the Shooters channel on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more reviews in the future.